What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? Check it out. I'm Rob Odie. I'm in Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave, and this is our traditional Wednesday True Exposure Live. That's right, brought to you by Spotlight39, hosted by myself. We're talking everything and anything Championship 7v7, what to look forward to in this upcoming circuit. We're talking more importantly about the exposure for you guys, the student athletes. That's what everything is all about. That's why True Exposure exists. That's why Spotlight 39 exists. And that's why Championship 7v7 is a very family friendly True Exposure type circuit. So, with that being said, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, do all that fun stuff. Comment during the show. We'll bring it up on the screen, answer any questions that you might have. That being said, ready? Let's do this thing. Let's bring in the special guest for tonight. I got my guy, Steve, who I will let formally introduce himself last, since he's always, joining me and stuff. We got my guy, Mike, down here. Then we got my man, Josh, with the big smile and the closet in the background. I love it. More importantly, just for everybody's sake, I'm in Virginia, and this is the attire. My guy, Josh, is somewhere in sunny Florida rocking the super hat right now. It's a mean 68 degrees down there. He's cold as I don't know what. But look, let's get into True Exposure Live, man. Let's get good conversation rolling. So go ahead, Mike. Take it from me. Formally tell the world who you are, what you do, all that good stuff in a shortened form of your introduction. And then we'll let Josh go. And then we'll follow it up with Steve.
What's good, everybody? My name is Mike Morris. I am one of the co-founders of 2MGE, the Gridiron Evaluations. My counterpart is R.L. Martin, who was on the show last time. I'm also one of the media directors for True Exposure. Man, let me tell you something. I don't even know where to begin. Last season was a banger. I mean, it was legit. If you guys attended the circuit, you know. If you heard about it, you know. In either case, you know. True Exposure was live. Championship 77 was live. I'm going to tell you what you can expect. But before I get there, let me give you guys a little bit of background of who I am.
Giving us the show. Look. I'm just going to turn off our cameras. I'm going to just let him do his thing. He'll just run the thing, right? This was supposed to be the intro. Intro, Mike. Intro.
This is a quick intro. Just real quick, I've been in the sports world for a long time. Seen a lot of kids. The end goal, in all honesty, is how many kids can we get to college for free?
That's it.
That's it.
Regardless of level.
That's it. Hey, that's the end goal. You want to go to college? Let us help you get there. We're gonna give you all the exposure you want. Hence the name, True Exposure.
Love it. So with that being said, man, let's bring in Mr. 68 and cold, big fluffy hat, big hits live. What's up, man? Go ahead, formally introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, what you represent, and a brief snapshot of what we get to look forward to when we see you and that big old smile at these tournaments.
This guy got jokes, man. This guy got jokes. Owner and founder of Big Hits Live LLC. Pretty much, we are the largest youth platform in pretty much in Florida. Pretty much, we do videos, photography, graphic designs. We're huge on TikTok, Instagram.
Don't just tell us we're huge, man. Give us some something that we can work with. Because look, I can tell you, I'm huge, right? I'm huge on Twitter. 6,000 followers. That's not that big, but I feel huge. You surpassed that.
Oh.
By millions. So go ahead. Tell the world, man. Don't be bashful. Don't underplay what you bring to the table.
Not even. Anywho, yeah. So we have about. Look, I'm gonna keep it simple and sweet. When Big Hits Live anywhere on the field, expect to go viral. That's what we about to bring.
That's it.
We gonna bring out what Championship 77 can do to every team that comes out to the facilities. Expect to be hyped. Look, when I'm on the field, I expect nothing but the best from the athletes and just to go wild, man. Have fun, do your thing. Go crazy. You know what I mean? This is your time to shine, and we have the platform with Big Hits Live and True Exposure and Championship 77 to give you guys nothing but the best content and to be seen around the world, man. Our numbers don't lie, so y'all can research it yourself. But other than that, man, uh, yeah, have fun, man. I'm excited.
Good
You
deal.
see my smile, just expected to see 10 times every day. So
Hey man, let me tell y'all though, my boy's being modest. The amount of growth happened with Big Hits Live is ridiculous. All social media platforms. If y'all ain't linked in with Big Hits Live, I don't know what y'all doing. Yeah. Talk.
I appreciate the kind words, man. But I gotta be humble, keep the level head. You know, I don't want the people watching.
Hey man, you be humble. I'll do the bracket for you. You be humble.
I like it.
I'll
I
take.
like
Hey,
it.
hey, how about that? We'll do that. I'll take that.
All right, so look, Steve, man, I know you want to introduce yourself, but 2 seconds, man. Well, literally 11 seconds, because after all the wait, I got you on an 11-second clip. But look, it's a solid 11 seconds. So here you go. You ready? This is what Big Hits Live is bringing to you right now.
Oh man, if I knew we were bringing them on, would it?
Ooh, bang!
Listen, that was a year and a half ago. That's an old video.
Look, man, I'm just playing what you blessed me with.
I know. So I'm just saying, expect nothing but the best, man.
I love it. So look, man, now I'm gonna formally hand it to my guy Steve. Go ahead, and tell us a little bit about you, man. Don't tell us about all the yous, because there's like Doctor Octopus over here. He's got arms for days, right? But just give us a snapshot of what you do and what you're gonna bring to the table.
Hey man, look, we're just here to bless everybody with the noise right now. We want this to be so big. When y'all go back and check the video, you're like, why wasn't I tuning in? So the people that you see on this call right now are going to be the ones that give you the exposure with the camera. They're going to be the one to give you the exposure in the live. My name is Steve Strutter. I'm just here to support them supporting you. Okay, so you might not see a whole lot of me. I'll be a person dressed in all black, running around places, doing things that you don't see. But I will tell you, we are excited about these guys. If you go to TruXposur.net and you hit on the True Exposure Media logo, you will see a little bit more information about each one of these individuals. We have so much going on right now, but TruXposur.net will allow you to see the True Exposure Media. And if you go to our Championship 7v7 .net page and you click on team, right under team, there's True Exposure Media, which will take you to that same page so you can go ahead and see them as well. This is really about media today. We are so big about our media team. Anybody can talk the talk. We got the receipts. We got the receipts.
You got the
We
Ocho
got one of
Cinco
the
receipts.
Ocho Cinco receipts. We got one of the best scouting organizations in the 2MGE evaluations. When you look up and you see R.L. Martin and you see Mike Morris, you know that whatever they put out, it's going to be exactly what it is. There's no fluff to it. If you
Appreciate
got
that.
crisp routes, if you got nice hands, you can read well, if you go through your progressions well, they aren't going to sugarcoat it because their reputation is on the line. So whatever they write, you can put money on it. If Big Hits doesn't edit for you and you get the blessing of having an edit from Big Hits live, you ought to count it a treasure and a joy, because ultimately that stuff costs money, okay? And definitely costs time. We have so much edits coming out right now with this team alone. It's unreal. A little bit later, we're going to see another amazing person that's in the media team, Brittany Marvin. When she pops on, her work, second to none. And I don't have to speak on it. We have the receipts. We have the receipts. You can go to their pages and you can see what I'm talking about. All of y'all want to put your little photos on Snapchat. You want to go throw your stuff up on TikTok and be TikTok famous. We provide you the content that make you look good. You got to show up.
That's it.
I like it.
You ain't wrong,
So look,
man.
I'm glad Steve went last, show, because he about brought us to church right there. I like it.
Show up.
I like it. So look, man. Unfortunately, Miss Brittany will not be joining us live due to some technical difficulties on her end. But you know, I'm sure we can spice her up in what she does, along with the rest of the media team. So the idea of what tonight, show will be more of let's kind of walk you down Yellow Brick Road, right? Let's paint you a picture. Let's show you and tell you about the experience that you're going to receive when you show up where? Melbourne, Florida, right? So when is Melbourne, Florida? We're what, 10 days away? There's the flyer. It's what is it? The Space Coast Classic is what it's branded as.
Space Coast Classic, but guess what? The first day when you come in, and if your coaches are doing their homework, so this we need coaches and parents to listen up. If you're a coach and a parent, because these are we got a lot of little clips that are going to come out of these video segments, these lives. If you're a coach or a parent and you arrive on Friday, if your coaches did their job and can get their team to media day that happens on Friday, you're going to see a couple of amazing people. Go ahead, Mike. Would you give them some? Give them some, Mike.
Bro. Hey, let me tell you something. High energy. And I used to quote it, you guys remember from, I'll kind of date myself a little bit, but DOC, right? High energy flowing. I can go the whole rhythm. But, man, let me tell you, Media Day, it's the opportunity to get an inside take on what the coaches and athletes feel about 77, feel about Championship 77, feel about the exposure process, and what they can or cannot get out of the recruitment process. The development phase, it's everything you want to know from an athlete and coach's perspective. That's really what it's going to come down to. We actually give a chance for these athletes and coaches to speak their mind on how they feel the process is going. That's something you don't get at the youth level. And that's what we're going to give these guys. We're going to empower them to tell their story in a short window of time.
And how are they going to share that story?
Bro, let me tell you something. Live day, Friday. Coaches, you guys got to lock in, get it in early. Put your request in early. We're going to put that list together. Media day, you're going to see everybody there, and everybody wants to hear what you have to say. And guess what? My man Rob right here is going to showcase it, broadcast it. Everybody's going to see it.
And when we say broadcast it,
that's what I think Rob is asking for. You get a backdrop, you get interviewed live, you get an opportunity to come up and you see how your favorite. Some of y'all know, some of y'all's friends have been in the D1 programs, D2 programs, D3 programs, NAIA, HBCUs, JUCO. They've been in those programs. Yep. They've been on film already. Okay. They've already been on film. So my thing is, now it's your turn to stand up. Now, maybe your interview skills aren't so tight, but I got my man Big Hits Live over here. Big Hits Live, my man Josh, Coach Josh. What have you seen with kids coming with this interview skill stuff? What's the one thing you want to give them some recommendation on when they step in front of the mic to do the ones and twos?
Man, clean your social media, please.
Ooh,
clean your social media.
Clean it.
Listen, you don't know how many times I would see a kid, 3-4 star, would do an interview, and the first thing I do, I go on their social media, and guess what? I see their story, and they put nothing but the most craziest things on their story. Listen, the one thing I do, I pull them to the side. I was like, hey, you need to take this down. They listen. They don't know. They kids. They still kids. They don't, but
at the end of the day,
clean your social media.
Yeah, so low.
Hey, man,
big. I plug
exactly like Josh said, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I think we can preach to choir, right? Every single time we do a student athlete interview on Spotlight39 as a podcast show, I talk about it, right? We talk about make sure your social media is clean and it's where it needs to be and it reflects who you are, right? Because at the end of the day, Twitter's your recruiting avenue, right? So you're going to be on Twitter, man. That's you're looking to be recruited, but don't think that those same coaches on Twitter don't touch base on your Instagram, your TikTok, anything else that they have access to publicly, because you could be a very sharp blade of grass, to put it professionally, on Twitter, right? But then you could be a piece of straw on Instagram, right?
We have had people lose out on scholarships. I'm talking about dogs. I mean, people who have been on the field. Right here in Texas, we had a situation. Young man, I'm not going to say the name. Young man did some stuff, and let's just be fair and honest. We always be fair and honest when we talk to each other. I just don't know any other way to be. The culture has changed. This is not 1960s, 1970s. Culture changed.
Yep.
And people do different things in culture. But let me remind you, young people watching, girls and boys, the coaches aren't really evolving to the change, and neither are the people who are the CEOs of these institutions. So you might find yourself cool with the recruiting or the scout, or you might find yourself cool with your position coach, but you roll up with your head coach coming from a different era, and they want you to fit what they come from. So you have to be mindful that while it may be cool to talk a certain way, to carry your swag and be real and authentic, you don't want to hustle backwards. I'm gonna stop. Mike, what you think? Am I wrong?
No, you 100%, 100% accurate. So let me tell you from a scout's perspective, right? Um, Social media is a very, very powerful tool, both positive and negative.
Yep.
So, you know, I can't tell you how many times we had looked through a social media account for an athlete that we're about to promote, and hey man, there's a lot of red flags. Either we talk to them, clean it up a little bit. Either you do or you don't. I'm not gonna babysit you. You know what you got to do. Twitter is your business page, and every interaction you have with a scout or a coach is an interview, and you have to understand and treat it that way. Um, you can quickly get dismissed if you're not smart about how you post. And athletes, let me tell you something. Just because you like a page and you don't retweet it, don't mean we don't see it. The same thing goes with Instagram, all your social media accounts. So be mindful about how you use these tools. Like I said, it's a powerful tool. If you use it the right way, it's going to promote the you know what out of your recruitment process.
That's
And
it.
that's what you want. One bad move, and once it's on the internet, it's on the internet.
Regardless.
So
Trust me, we'll find it.
guys, no, I gotta dig into this a little bit more because I don't think the young people understand. You know, when you like something, we can see it. So there might be some, I'm not gonna say traps, but you know, your hormones are out of control and you're on the page at 1 o'clock in the morning when you know you should be sleeping, getting ready for practice at the break of dawn, and something just happens to glitter across your screen and it looks real
My
good
man
to you.
said glitter. He said glitter. It means it flashes and catch your attention as it goes through. My man said glitter.
Well, I know we are trying to make sure this can go out to the families and the sponsors. Let me give a shout out to the sponsors before I say my little next bit right here. We're gonna give a little shout out to Zenith, Zenith football, get us here with the headgear and everything like that. We'll give a big old shout out to Grip Boost.
No
Big
limit,
old
no
shout out to
cap.
Celebrated Ventures. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and give a big shout out to all of our partners from Big Hits Live to 2MGE to Be Marvelous to AR Shots to obviously Spotlight39. Want to
Yeah,
give
I'm always
a
on the back
huge
burner. I'm always like,
well,
I'm always the last one to be mentioned. Like, he ain't nothing. I mean,
Your name's on
Hey,
the
just so
top
you
of
know,
the
your logo's at
video.
the top
I
of the
mean,
live stream right now.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
his
But
name is on the top of the video.
I'm
We on
saying
this
it's literally at the
platform.
top. How much more
but
shine you want? You got a backdrop with Spotlight 39.
I'm saying, like, this man.
and these humans on this video chat right now, they also have their own Twitter feeds. Go ahead and tell us your Twitter feeds, guys, at the bottom, so they can follow your personal Twitter feeds and your company Twitter feeds.
well, I didn't have mics up there, so I'm gonna have to do that on the fly. But y'all keep talking, and I got you.
Yeah, so I just want them to know your Twitter feeds. But again, I'm gonna say like this: if you happen to catch something catches your eye, um, be
Right.
mindful that you don't have to like everything that you see that catches your eye on social media. You don't have to retweet it. You don't have to post it on your story reel and Instagram. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You can just be an admirer. Okay, you can admire things that you like. You don't necessarily have to repost them because, again, perfect example.
When that glitter floats by, you don't have to like it. Look. You can visually just go.
Oh man,
And you got it.
that glitter song.
I have to try to make sure that the parents and the sponsors that see this know that we are just encouraging and supporting a healthy professional corporate mindset for your future athletes that will be your endorsers and things of that nature. We want them to be able to shine appropriately with you all. Now,
Man, his word choice is spot on. I like it.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to go back down to Florida. When the kids,
you know, I got my boys messaging me on Instagram talking about that glitter.
Exactly.
Watching right now.
Hey man.
Look, I'm about to switch it up, yo. I ain't even gonna call Steve no more, yo. That's Mr. Glitter Sparkles.
This guy.
Glitter, well, I tell you what. And y'all already know RL's gonna have fun with this one.
Oh yeah,
my man's gonna have fun with this one.
So look, let's kind of shift back, man, and kind of bring it back to what we're trying to accomplish here. I know we're having some good conversation, and we're touching on some great points, glitter and all. But let's use some of that glitter and splash it on that picture that we're gonna paint when we get to Melbourne, right? Solo on the show last week. And well, not necessarily last week. I apologize. I was under the weather. I still kind of sound a little nasally. I apologize. But our previous show, Miss Carla was on, and she was, she really did a great job of explaining exactly what the process looks like, start to finish. And in the event that you need something, reach out, and they're absolutely willing to help. And if there's a hiccup, they got a process to now take that off, offline. That way, the line will continue to move, so it's even more seamless each and every time. So I want to make sure I touched on that because, I think that's very important to the process. We could talk media and content all day, every day, because obviously that's what we do, man. Look, he must it must be 69 in the house.
I got my high school boys because we have ambassadors. We have athletes that represent the brand, and they're in a group chat right now, just having fun with me right now.
Having fun with that hat. Look, they said turn the heat on, man. So look, it's 69, took the hat off, turn the light on. Look, you don't even know that right now. So let's.
You see, I should have not shared the link. I should have not shared it because now I got people. I'm making nothing but jokes about this hat.
But look, Mike has seen that line before, and we have not. Everything has growth periods.
Yeah.
So when you first start something, and if anybody started anything for my young high school, middle school kid, I want you to imagine you started learning football or basketball, or you had to get out and do track. We all learn and we progress. And the same thing with TruXposur. We started off with all this experience, 20, 30 years from each one of us in sports, in many capacities. And we brought all that together. And so you look at something like a crowded line of registration when you come up, and you think to yourself, well, why can't we get what we want? Why can't it be like a McDonald's, a Chick-fil-A? You just go straight through the line.
Well, McDonald's not so much. You get through the line, but then they ask you to pull up to lane number 1, right? Chick-fil-A, you get through the line.
Yeah.
And then, of course, since we're in Texas, we're going to say Whataburger, because if you're in the Whataburger, they didn't give you 2 lines now. We're trying to get to we're like Whataburger and Chick-fil-A. Well, we're moving you through so cool and everything like that. Now, sometimes we do have those backed up lines because everybody loves Whataburger at 11:30 p.m. in Texas. Okay?
What's Whataburger?
Everybody loves What you said? What's Whataburger?
No, you gonna find out.
What's Whataburger?
No, you gonna find out, boy.
God, when you come to Texas, I got you, big dog. I got you.
He ain't gotta get you. You get off the plane, you'll see it. It's literally on the corner like a McDonald's is everywhere else.
You over here speaking a different language over here. I ain't Whataburger. I know.
Hey man, let me tell you something. When you open up a burger and it's just in an orange wrapper, ain't no labels on it. That's when you know. That's when you know you got yourself a burger. And that first bite, you gonna just like Pulp Fiction, be like, man, this is a tasty burger.
No questions asked though. Don't ask them. Just take a bite.
So
just
don't
dig in.
ask for
Mike.
no. Just order number 5. Order number 5. And so if you're with Whataburger and you're watching this
Yep.
right now, we would love to have your sponsorship, but we are not sponsored by
Whataburger sponsor,
Whataburger.
please,
But
because I need to try this
but if
burger.
Whataburger wants a place to sponsor with good, wholesome
Yeah.
people that like to eat, okay. Now,
Family.
So back to the mission, man. That line
I was
getting
gonna
out
go
of
back to
control.
Mike. You're in the line, and in the line, Mike, is this a good opportunity for kids sometimes also to get that little media attention? Is it possible while they're
Oh
waiting
yeah.
in line sometimes for somebody on the media team? Is that going to be a good opportunity for them to just step in and just say, hey, are you excited to be here today? What would you ask a young athlete that's in line to try to help ease the time a little bit?
Man, first thing I'm gonna see the energy, right? You can tell. That's the beautiful part, in my opinion, about 7-on-7 is you get to see these athletes without that helmet, right? Without the face mask, so you get to personalize with them, and then you know that energy. You got everybody seen the athlete that has that energy that just want to chalk it up, right? Well, I think one of the best ones we had, and if you guys remember Bobby Taylor, right? Texas A&M commit.
Yeah.
Bobby Taylor was one of the ones that chopped it up all the time. He always asked to be mic'd up. So kids like that, when you come out there, you talk to them in line like, hey, how you feeling? How you feeling? What do y'all feel about this weekend? You guys ready? And you chop it up and you kind of let them get that energy flowing because they're going to be nervous at first, especially for those that aren't used to it.
Yep.
Man, by the time championship day hits, you see a big difference between Friday and Saturday and then Sunday. So that's a high energy. We get to meet these athletes, and then they'll remember you when you go out there and they see you with a camera or a video camera, and then you kind of like, oh yeah, I remember this guy, and then now they're more comfortable to want to approach you, and then you can ask these guys all the questions you want, and they're going to be full, open, and honest with you, and then you get to see the personality and their charisma.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
that's what we want to be able to promote.
I was going to say a big piece of that is being able to build the relationship from behind the camera to face to face, right? So, like for me, I'm in Virginia, and 90% of the kids that I have on the show aren't from Virginia, right? So we just know each other through the camera, and I've had the opportunity, and been blessed to cover some pretty big games, right? Go out to California, covered Bosco Mater Dei, and as I'm filming like the tailgate and pregame and all of that, it was such an honor to have parents of these kids, that are going to go to play Power 5 D1 ball, probably go to the league, right? Some of the parents even have kids in the league right now, or Power 5, kids. So, like, to walk through, and they were like, what's going on, Rob? And I'm like, talking to me?
Yeah.
Like, what? It was able to build that relationship in the fact that they started talking about the show and reference some of the conversations I've had and how thankful they were for me to be there. And I'm thinking, man, like, I'm thankful to be here. You know what I mean? So it's able to bridge that behind the scenes to face, and then really, once you do that, you kind of light the fire under the kid, right? Especially if you got camera in hand and that kid is out there just balling out, and he's balling out right in front of you. What's he going to do? He's playing to that camera, right? He wants that content. And how's he going to get that content? Through various aspects, right? We got super specialty type, team members that do very specific things. And, I couldn't be more excited. We got, like I said, Big Hit Live. You're going to go viral. If he's putting you on camera, you're going viral, right? If you see Spotlight39, you know what you're going to get, man. You got the live media aspect, but then I chop it up and I'm gonna put together a whole weekend edit of the entire event in an 8 to 10 minute form with nothing but a mixtape highlight, and then that's gonna be pushed out. So therefore, you got more content,
that's
right?
What they want, though. That's what they want, and that's what we need to
want.
push right now. If you're watching this on the after effect, this is what you need to know. If you came out on Saturday and you look at the faces of the people right here, these people right here, we put their faces on our website for a reason. If you see them running around with something that looks like it's from outer space, like they can see a lens where it take you look like to Saturn, something large, if you see one of them running around, you might want to put your face in the place.
That's it.
Even just say, sir, ma'am, would you mind if I get a little film time? Or, sir, ma'am, I'm fixing to be on film number 5, and I'm finna to put on a show. I'm finna to put on a clinic.
Yep.
Come catch
Let's
me.
see.
Come catch me over here.
Are we
Am I
wearing the
wrong?
Make no mistake about it. 7-on-7 is high energy all the time, from the media time to championship day. It's high energy. You cannot come out there mundane. You cannot come out there trying to keep to yourself. I get that maybe your personality, but let me tell you something, just like I tell everybody else. See, for me, I played linebacker in high school. So when you hit that field, when that chin strap snaps, you're a different person. You have to be.
That's it.
Ain't no different from a soft shell.
Head on the
You
swivel.
got to be a different person.
Head on the swivel.
That's it.
Who gonna,
That's it. You got to be.
Hit them, they're going to hit you, right?
That's it.
So you unsigned.
So let me tell you something.
Come on.
Let me tell you something. There's always going to be a highlight film. Always. Now, what side of the highlight film are we going to be on?
That's it. You either getting mossed or you doing the moss. Which one you want?
That's it. Handle your business. Handle your business.
Do it the right way. Play hard. Go hard. And show out. That's all that we can ask because we are there for you. At the end of the day, if you guys weren't there playing ball, what do we need it, right? Why are we needed? Why do we need to be there? We don't. We're there for you. We're there to give you the exposure, the true exposure. And I'm not just saying that because that's the big branded logo in the middle of the screen. That's truly what we bring. And I say it every single time, and I'm going to share it again for those that haven't watched the first couple episodes. But TruXposur and Spotlight39, man, when this partnership came together, it couldn't have been a better blessing because both brands represent exactly what they say. Spotlight39 obviously is built on a very heartfelt, meaningful reason, hence the name, hence the colors, hence the number, right? The website has all the info. I'm not going to dig deep into that right now. But then you got TruXposur, right? TruXposur says it all. And you bring them together with the mission that Spotlight39 is going to have and continues to have. We're giving you exactly what you want. All you got to do is show out, play for the camera, play hard, and do it the right way.
And I'm
gonna lean a little closer.
Make what you said. Go ahead, Mike.
Give us something to promote you with. That's simple. Whether it's gameplay, your charisma, you won't brag about your grades when you're out there. Give us something to promote.
Shout out that 3.8 GPA. Shout that out.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, man, you got an offer from Harvard? Come on now. You got Ivy League? That's what we want to talk about. Show me something.
Heck yeah.
Because I'm going to ask you, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, hey, man, your film looks great. What do your grades look like? Are you a qualifier? Can I help you? That's really what I want to know.
That's
And
it.
if you have special needs or something like that for my people out here that have accommodations and things like that, you may, and I can just speak from personal experience, you may have dyslexia or something. It may have been a little bit more challenging for you. You may have been in a family where you number 6 of 8 children. You know, you may have come out of a situation where there was no football fields in your whole community, and you had to go play 6-man football. I mean, some of y'all don't even know that exists. You know, there's places that are so small in the country. Yep. You can't even play 11 on 11 football. I'm just going to let some of y'all know, for y'all that are out there in the cities that never heard of it before. There's people coming from real small rural areas that just don't have exposure. They're in the class 3A, you know, 4A. But once you get to 6, 7A, that's large. That's
big programs, big exposure, right? But you got the kids that live in rural areas that go to smaller class programs. I've done this for a little while now, right? And through those conversations, man, that's really what elevated me to step up my game and continue to do more. Because one of the first interviews that I ever had was a young man down in Miami, in Dade County, Miami, right? And when he shared his story and how his living conditions were, and the fact that he didn't even have cleats, like he hadn't had new cleats since his freshman year, right? And I took all that in, and then through that, I then ultimately built 39 Hearts, the nonprofit foundation, to really raise awareness for heart disease within student athletes, but then to give back to these student athletes, right? Provide scholarships in monetary form. But I bring that all up because I literally took what he said and put it in motion, and I did something right? And we're always talking about doing things the right way and for the right reasons. And that's why I'm sharing this quick story. But I did the All-American Cleat Drive, and I ran it for about a month and a half, took some donations, And I was able to bless a handful of kids throughout the country anonymously with brand new cleats. I love it, man. He brought the Funko Pop up on screen real slow, acting like I wouldn't see it. But I'm going to continue my story because it's very important. Through the All American Cleat Drive, man, like I said, we were able to put new cleats on kids' feet. And, that's what we're going to continue to do. So I think I just wanted to share that because that's what we all bring to the table. We're doing something for the kids for the right reasons in very different ways, right? From the content creation to the scouting and recruiting to just overall, let me help you be a better you, right? Let me help you educate yourself on different things that's going to help you in your life outside of the game. So when I close out a conversation, what do I close it out with? Who you are as a person, because I love football as much as the next person, but at the end of the day, you're more than a football player. You're more than a student athlete. You are a person. You are an individual. You are a human, right? And because of that, I want to know who you are and what you represent outside of the game. So, look, that's my short story. I probably dug a little too deep, got a little
No,
far off
you
topic,
went right on. You went right
but
on.
that's that,
Beautiful, man.
man. So while I'm on topic, as you see up on the screen, this is the current schedule, very subject to change from my knowledge. I believe we'll get a new one out soon.
Actually, let me tell you. If you go to championship76.net, there is a more updated with a little bit more affiliate on there. So
Okay.
on our championship7v7.net, you go straight to our website. You go down to
So let me take
our
that off, man. Let me take that off. Look. You feed
yeah.
me old stuff, man. You can't even give me new
Hey,
content.
hey, no, the only reason is my eye didn't catch that January 29th in Amsterdam. So we are overseas. We're the largest championship circuit in the world for 7-on-7 football.
So
And
first
there's
up,
more things to come. More things to
Global.
come. Global, that's right. So when you talk about representing, like I just can't be frank enough. Young people, you think you're hot stuff in your territory. But what if somebody came over from the UK and they had some skills that you had never seen before?
look, man, them dudes can play ball out there. I got a dude named Connor Tate. I'm gonna shout him out because that's my guy. He's rocked with me since day one. He's a young man who lives in Portugal, literally self-taught how to play quarterback. Probably not the best version, but he likes Kirk Cousins. He was scrolling through. He said looking for a soccer game, at like 1 o'clock our time, and he stumbled across the Vikings game, and it happened to be the Vikings playoff game that was just nuts against the Saints, I think it was. And he fell in love with Kirk Cousins and said, "I want to play American football." So within a year and some change, he's out there slinging the rock during a pandemic to his pops on a beautiful beach in Portugal, learning how to play quarterback. And then he's joined, ironically, one of our affiliates out there in Europe, 7-on-7 Squad, and went to Germany and competed. That's dope.
Kings of Europe. Kings of Europe. Shout out to
Exactly.
Kings of Europe. Yes,
So
shout
so
out to
shout
Kings
out
of
to the
Europe.
European squad, the Canadian squad, man. We're deep down in Mexico. Look, I'm just kind of
Hey,
speaking
we're
from
gonna
the
have
hip
a
because
Canadian
Jacob's not on
squad come
here.
up.
But look,
We're gonna have Canadians come. They're gonna come down
I
to
love it.
Florida. Florida. They're coming down to Florida to compete in one of our tournaments. They've already booked up and said they're coming. So my thing is for all these people hot shot. Everybody say they big and bad. I'm originally from Texas. I am going to go ahead and say Texas. We do football a little crazy. We started 3 years old, and in the womb we start playing games on the womb for the babies to be able to start understanding formations and stuff.
Look, that's probably accurate. Because y'all's football stadiums are bigger than our college stadiums. Like high school football in Texas, man, y'all bring out 20, 30,000 for like a 3A, 4A
Oh,
squad.
easy,
We go.
easy.
Since I'm already in trouble with a little bit of the glitter stuff, I might as well go ahead and say this. When I went to Florida and them boys started running in Florida, I started saying to myself, "What are y'all running from? Why can y'all run so fast? It's hot, and I guess it must be
That's
the
good.
alligators."
No,
So I
it was messing with too much of that glitter.
it might be the alligators. Come on, you got to
It's
give me something for that, Coach. Coach, you can't let me just say that, Coach. Come on, Coach. Why the boys run so fast in Florida?
No, he can't
you
even get
gotta
the
let me
words
finish,
out.
Josh.
He can't even get the words out. He's like,
It ain't the alligators, I'll tell you that. It's all these crazy women here. They running from that. That's where they running from.
No, man. So look, let's get back on topic, man, because I do want to bring my guy Josh in because he's over here being a silent killer. Look, all he said is, "I'm gonna make you go viral," and then he's just been cheesing the whole time while his homies has
Cause
been
you have
been,
to. I
been
do.
clowning on him.
Cause look, I'm gonna say this. My work speaks for itself. That's why I don't talk so much. I'm very humble.
I love
Everybody
it.
sees what I put into it, and so all I have to say to the athletes that are out there, I don't know if I'm rocking neon green or not, but you might have to find me out with some nice shoes then, because if we rocking neon green, I need some neon shoes. But if that be the case, just have fun. End of the day, like I said, just have fun, be hype, go get crazy. I promise you, we're gonna capture it, and just look on TikTok, Instagram. That's where everything's gonna be at. Y'all gonna have fun. Um, that's all I can say. I'll ask that
What about
realistically.
your team,
Uh,
Coach? What about your team? You've had some people work with you over the years. You want to shout those brothers out?
No,
With Big Hits
uh,
Live.
uh, we gonna keep the past the way it is. But yeah.
That's a
fair
high
enough.
road right there. I appreciate that.
Okay. So no, I was just I know that when I was looking over the body of work, I go to Big Hits Live website and stuff like that. There's some people that may be affiliated with some other things that you do then. So not necessarily, so they won't, what they'll be seeing just you, right? On the fields representing Big Hits Live.
Yeah, so it'll just be me, right? It'll just be me.
With the
Um,
hat.
I,
With the
listen,
hat. Look,
Coach, if
knock
no,
you
the
wear the
hat. I'm
hat, I'm gonna
telling
have
you,
kids pin money on
don't
it.
knock
that's
that.
exactly look. That's how they go. Look. They're gonna see the hat, boy. They gonna be all over the camera. I love it. Watch.
Listen,
Look.
you'll probably see me in a beanie. That's my signature. Everybody sees me in a big hits live beanie.
Okay, I can dig
It
it.
doesn't change.
I'll say I can look,
Wait,
man.
I
I
think I
respect
got
that.
Coach in the beanie. I got Coach in the beanie on the website. That's right. So we got Coach in the turquoise beanie on the True Exposure Media website. He got the turquoise. I'm saying
Oh
that right?
Lord,
Turquoise beanie with the orange shoes, and he got the Big Hits Live shirt on with the
Love it.
camera that looks like he can see out of space. Now I'm gonna go back to Mike real quick. Mike, man, give us a word. Give us a word from your Twitter feed recently. You put out a message to the young people that getting these big hot shot offers day in and day out. You put some wisdom on their mind.
Hold on.
I
Was it on the 2MG? Was it on this Twitter handle? Because I mean, I could try some improv
I think
stuff
it
right
was.
now and pull it up for video purposes.
I just wanted I
Yeah, I think
wanted
it
to
was
bring
on
it up
mine.
because I know Mike don't speak on something. When Mike speak on something, I felt like he was speaking the same way I speak on stuff. He trying to educate. So Mike, I love what you said. Could you educate our community right now about what you said, just in case they didn't see it? And then let's talk about that real quick. What you said.
So it was kind of twofold, but you know how Twitter kind of cuts you off on your context, right? So twofold. One, it's beautiful that you get offers, okay, but make sure they're committable offers. Number one, right? Number two, um, go with the system that fits you and your style of play. Also, go with the school that's going to give you your best abilities to succeed. Don't go just because you like the color of a jersey or you like the logo on a helmet or because your homeboy went there. That's not it. What fits you as an athlete and then as an individual, because what are you? You're a student athlete. Student athlete. What school is going to fit you for the best of your abilities, academically and then athletically, right? Now, there's a large percentage of kids. Congratulations on getting your offer. Congratulations on your scholarship or PWO or whatever the case is. But let football be the vehicle to get you to the end result of your dream. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, so to
That's what it's all
piggyback
about.
on that, just in case there's some people that really haven't paid attention to because the public might, a lot of times the public has an impression that they'll say, "Oh, well, this kid was a bust. He was big 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, no star, 2-star, 1-star in high school. Got to college and they used words that I can't use on this, and they say the kid wasn't this that." But ultimately, what we've discovered, and those of us that really understand the game, is that they potentially went to a system that didn't fit their style of
Yep.
play. And not to put
Yep.
any names out there of any of the kids, but if you happen to see a person that you have played with and it doesn't seem like they're really fitting and performing at a high level in those systems, I want you to change the narrative a little bit. Give them some grace, because
Right.
sometimes kids will be put into systems because they're running after things that don't make sense. And
Yep.
what Mike said is an encouragement to parents. Let's start with parents, because a lot of times parents think, I want to let my relatives, my family, my friends get to shine. No, my baby had to shine. But your baby having to shine and going to a program that doesn't fit what they've been educated in
Yep.
changes things.
Changes a lot of
So
things.
I mean, can we
But
go deeper? Let's talk about DBs.
well, hold on.
Let's
Before we go there, I want you guys to understand something. And we say it all the time, and we hear it all the time, whether we're watching a college game, a high school game, or NFL game. How many times you see a quarterback and somebody says, "Oh man, he's trash. He's trash." Why? I don't even know why he's in the. He's trash. Let me tell you something. When you go to college and you get that scholarship, show them why you're on scholarship. When you get drafted, show them why you got drafted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may sit there and say you have a bad time, or you're just not getting the system, or you fell out and say, hey, this kid was just a bust, right? Oh, he sucks. He sucks. Let me tell you something. You made it to college on a scholarship or PWO, you're not garbage. You got talent.
That's it.
You make it to the NFL, whether you're a walk-on or whatever the case is, right? Where you get undrafted and you got to go, you got talent. You made it there. You're that small percentage that made it there. You're not trash. Now, there's that book, right? Who Moved My Cheese? It's all about where your cheese is at. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what cheese is and find a way to get there and showcase it. You're not trash. You got to stay positive. There's so much negativity in this world, and that's okay. But how you react to the change is what's going to make you a better person.
I'm gonna put my professor hat on for y'all young people that don't know what he's talking about. There is a small book. You can read it basically in a single sitting while you sitting there playing Madden or 2K. You know, when you're waiting your turn to play on the court or you're in the gym in between reps, you can pick it up. You'll be finished by the end of the week. It's a little book called
Yep.
Who Moved My Cheese. It talks to you about how certain people deal with change in their lives. Okay. It's worth your time to read it. Look, how in the world are we on a sports talking about sports and here talking about some books? Because education, your personal education, not formal education. I know we talk a lot about getting you in college, but your personal education makes a difference. Each one of us have had an opportunity to educate ourselves in some things. We talked about Rob's education of himself in social media platforms and creating this platform. He said, I went to YouTube to discover how to do all the things I do to create this platform.
Start
Mike,
to finish.
I'm not going to say Mike. I'm not going to say Mike, but Mike over here, y'all talk about numbers, structures, conduits, computer engineering, and science. Mike is whole STEM over here. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. I got a STEM background. Y'all knew I was nerdy when I came on here, so stop acting like you didn't understand it to begin with. Now I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give my man down here, Coach Josh. Coach Josh, tell us what industries you've touched and some of the things that make you the true person that you are too.
He done muted himself. He don't want nobody hear him.
Coach, you might be on mute. Coach, you might be on mute. Coach, you might be on mute.
Oh, he's still muted.
All right, so he can rejoin, reset the audio. But
Yeah.
So
But
look,
where I was going with that was this, man. Look, everything that we've done and everything that we touch, these are the people going to be out there with you on the weekends. In Melbourne, when we kick off,
All right.
Coach, what you say?
I said you interviewing me while I'm over here like, You mean like
Yeah,
who we
coach,
work
I'm
for?
pretending like you in the line at the tournament. I'm trying to get an interview in real quick.
So man, he over there in
How
a
you
group text
feeling? How
with
you
the homies.
No, no. So like, what you mean? Like who we work for? Like I'm lost. You
No,
talking?
no, no, coach, not what you work for, because you work for yourself. I just want to say like this, coach. Like, so what's you have a background and some things, so I want the kids to relate to us beyond us, the things we talk about in sports and things like that.
Oh, I mean, I mean, I was a coach before I jumped in and picked up a camera. Um,
Yeah.
that was my thing. I coached at I was a high school coach. I coached at Colonial, and then pretty much jumped in with a travel league. That didn't go so hot. I was doing scouting, picked up a camera, and then next thing you know, I picked up working with some big name media guys down in Miami, up in Central Florida, and then Big Hits Live came to be. So uh, yeah, so coaching lifestyle. I was the coach before I jumped in and became Big Hits Live. So and I was a linebacker coach. So
There it
that was
is.
yeah. So I'm all about defense. I love me some defense.
I like
So
Okay,
it.
coach,
defense.
what's the worst defense you've ever seen still in existence today? I'm gonna put you on blast right now, coach. What's the worst defense that you've ever seen?
You talking
Not
about the
not
team?
school, not school, not school, not school, not school. I'm not talking about school team. I'm not talking about. I'm talking.
scheme,
I'm talking.
scheme.
I'm talking about scheme. Scheme. The worst defensive scheme that's still around today that probably needs to go ahead and get cashed out.
Man, shit, I couldn't even tell you to be honest. I'm fried right now. I'm tired. I'm so done, guys. I'm
Look,
so
man,
done.
he's been creating content nonstop. Yo, his fingers is hurting. He's in the group message with the homies. He's like, look,
Listen,
man, just end this show. Let me get off camera. I'm ready to go to sleep.
no, no. Listen, I'm here to help, represent, do what I got to do. You know, so
I love it,
I'm here
man.
to get the best snippets so we can put it on TikTok.
Look,
Yes,
that's your
sir.
realm,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I don't even know how to use a TikTok, but I feel like because of you, I'm inspired. I'm gonna download TikTok because I want to go viral. Like no bull.
Listen,
Hey
Like
man, everybody's doing it.
look,
listen.
that's it.
Get a
You can't even
TikTok,
roll down the
man.
street, man.
Get a
You got
TikTok.
kids from 4 years old to like 80-year-old grandparents out there. Doing different dances from songs from when I was a kid. I'm like, that's back. That's a
Hey
song.
man,
And my 7 year
Hey,
old daughter said it's a TikTok song.
hey,
No.
but you
That
know
song
what?
came out
You
in
know what?
1994.
We have a
hold up,
TikTok.
hold up, hold up.
So come on.
We do. I was
Yes,
gonna hold on. I was
we
gonna
do
tell
have
you
a
something.
TikTok.
So first of all, on XM Radio, there's a TikTok channel. Number one, so you
Yeah,
know that.
it's a
So
favorite
all the
in
songs,
the family car now because my 7 year old is like,
right?
that's a TikTok song. It's like, no, that
So
was
see,
1994.
I got a little 6-year-old, right?
I love
And
it.
I did a little video, and it's kind of cute, right? He did a little rap. And he's talking about school and how if bullies come up to him and how he wants to go to college, and it's a whole little cool little video, right? Now he after I posted on TikTok because I thought it was cute, you know what I'm saying? But then he like an hour later, hey dad, can you go check to see how many followers I got, how many likes I got off that? I was like, huh? He said, well, yeah, take a look at the comments. Anybody comments on it? Anybody say something nice about me? Do they like it? And I was like, look,
Oh,
man, 6-year-old, you already tied into social media. You better pump brakes a little bit.
there you go.
Let's open it.
Well, I guess since we put it out there, my little baby girl, she but without me knowing, she became TikTok famous for drawing anime. You
Oh,
know,
that's
and
cool.
so
For
she
real,
got
that's
like
what's up.
some
That's what's up.
75,000 followers or something from just drawing anime.
Bro,
And
I'm missing the boat, man, because I need to be on TikTok. I'm just now trying to figure out how to use Facebook,
hey, I want
but
to tell you how
TikTok's
we
a
Hey,
whole
man, let me
different
tell you
beat.
something. It's a wormhole. It's a wormhole, man. You're going to be on there, that up to 3-minute videos. You can realize you don't watch 15-minute videos or 15 videos, and 2 hours gone by, and almost 3 hours, 4 hours go by, and you realize, I got to go to bed, man. I got stuff I got to do the next day.
Tell me
So
about
we're
it.
gonna have
Tell
our
me
green
about it.
screen out for y'all. We're gonna have our green screen out for y'all. When you see
So
these people there, we're gonna have our green screen out at the location. We want to put you on our TikTok. We want to put you on our Instagram. We want to put you on our Twitter feeds. Now, all of them do different things, but ultimately, when you show up on our YouTube with Spotlight 39, Wow, that's going to be amazing because you'd be surprised of all the different social media platforms, YouTube is still the most lucrative and most famous. And so we're not only we're teaching you book skills, we're teaching you education, giving you academic tips, but we're also giving you real life tips. And I think we're gonna go ahead and conclude the show here pretty soon. But I think I would like to get from each one of you amazing people, because there's so much stuff that y'all don't know about the people you're looking at right now. From you amazing people, I want you to leave with a word of advice for a young person. A word of advice for a young person.
So let me let
And
me let me kick this off, if you don't mind, Steve. A word of
please,
advice, right? So I'll leave the word of advice to you guys, but I'll leave you with this, and it's what I close out every single interview with. I think it's the most important question, and that's what motivates you and drives you to want to wake up tomorrow and be that much more successful than you were today. Think about how deep that is, and then think about some of the answers that I receive. Like that's a deep question because it's bigger than you. It's bigger than the sport. Find out what's that motivation inside, and just keep eating. That's what I got.
I like that. All right, check this out. There's always going to be a beginning, and there's always going to be an end. All right, we already know that. And no matter what it is, there's always going to be a beginning. There's going to be a first, and there's always going to be a last of it, right? There's always going to be a last time you'll ever see somebody. There's always going to be a last time you'll ever meet somebody. There's always a first time you meet somebody. So what I mean by that is there are always going to be memories. Do your best to be the best memory to the person you meet.
Well said. Look, Josh over there stewing, boy. He got something real good. Look,
come
he
on, Josh.
he'd have had 3 minutes to put in the group text. Fellas, I need
He
something
was
good.
Googling it.
What do we
He
got?
wasn't group texting, he was Googling it. My man was Googling it.
Listen,
High school motivational
look,
speeches
we
ASAP.
have to say, look, you know what? We ain't googling no quotes. I don't need no quotes, Mister. To start and beginning and I feel like that's a Google quote. Don't come at me like that. Anywho,
This is
when we talk
fun.
about group chat, I just want to give a shout out to my boys. You know, my group chat: Tenta, Turner, Hunter, Marcus, Brian, Thomas, my boys. But
No
I
advice,
just
just
want to
shout
leave it.
outs.
Look, I just want to leave it with this. Just have fun, man. You live one life. Win or lose, go out have some fun, man. Just have fun, make some friends, enjoy life for what it is, good or bad. Cause those are memories you're gonna live with and you're gonna die with. So at the end of the day, just have fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ain't even need
Facts,
Google.
man.
That was spot on, yo.
You
Like no,
ain't need Google either.
look,
Might
look,
have to
no,
trademark that.
look, all funness aside, man. Look, I completely respect what this young man does, and I say young man because you look like a young man. You know, we'll keep it at
I'm
that.
25, by the way.
Oh yeah, you a young man. I'm she. So
Did you say 2.5? 2.5?
yeah.
25.
So look, I respect what this young man does. I think what he brings to the table is phenomenal. I've been kidding and joking all day, but literally that's what I do. So when you see me out there, that's what you're gonna get from Rob Odie. But man, I'm excited to work side by side with the hat, man. And I'm telling you, if you don't bring that to Florida, I'm gonna have to go find one. I'm gonna have to buy it because I'm rocking that with the big Spotlight39 plastered all over it. But Steve, man, what you got? I'm gonna let you close it out before I formally close it out.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Steve.
for
No
me,
Google either.
hey, for me, I appreciate first and foremost, I appreciate Mike for taking his time. You see, Mike coming from work, so he decided just for you young people to know, Mike decided he was going to stop and carry out his duty. Mike tried to work with us before, but family, there were some family things to attend to, and Mike is a family man, so Mike took care of those responsibilities, prioritize those things because your family are the people that love you, the people that you come
Absolutely.
home to every day. You don't mistreat those people. You put those people up first, and that's what Mike did. And then he was able to honor a commitment coming to the show today. So I appreciate you, Mike. Josh, I appreciate you taking the time to doing the same thing too. Appreciation. I mean, man, it's some of our first times because we don't live in the same area, but knowing that our team is going to be global, our team is international, and our team spreads throughout the entire continental United States is very important. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate Jacob Maxwell. Appreciate Gary Minson for their work behind the scenes as well. R. Martin, I appreciate him for coming on, showing the love here for us by coming into the chat. For the people that have had the opportunity to watch, Brittany, Marvin, I appreciate you so much. Your graciousness will be very much welcome this year on our fields. We're trying to continue to diversify everything that we do. And for the young people out there, my word of wisdom to you is to take a breath sometimes and listen more than you talk. And you might learn something from us old folks. We've been here a little bit longer, and you hear your parents say it, and you don't want to hear it. And then you hear your grandparents say something to you, you don't want to listen to that either. And then after you listen to what we say, sit with it for a while, think about it, and then come back and talk to us about what you heard. You won't always have to have a quick retort. We can sometimes lead with the silence. So take a look at what we say. Be objective about what we say. Don't try to figure out where we come from. We are just a vessel. Sometimes things we say might seem like it's coming from somebody that you don't respect because I'm not tall enough, not fast enough. I don't have the same cut of clothes you have, or I don't come from the same neighborhood that you come from. Still, even if somebody doesn't represent what you see visually to respect, it might be worth taking the time to listen to what they have to say. And I'm turning back over to you, Rob. Again, I appreciate all you gentlemen. I could not ask for a better group of people to do a live with. And every week, we come on with some amazing people. Mike is designing stuff that y'all, can't wait. Mike is designing something for y'all right now. It's going to be fire when we have an opportunity to present it. Josh is going to come. I just want Josh to brand the hat. I will wear the hat at 101-degree temperature in Houston. I will wear the hat. So help me God.
Glitter, baby,
right.
glitter.
Oh, it's got to have glitter on it. Look, we're making that happen at some point before the championship. Steve will be seen. Look, he talks all the time about, look, man, I'm going to be wearing all black. You ain't going to really see me. I'm going to be like a ninja. I'm doing behind-the-scenes stuff. No, come to World Championship, you're going to see Steve in a very fluffy, furry, glittery hat. Mark my words, man. It's happening.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all want to find Steve? Steve, I'm going to call y'all dog. When you want to find Steve, you find the rain boots. That's where my man's going to be.
Rain boots and glitter.
Hey, real talk. You know how many times we don't mess up our socks and everything? My man was protected. He had it right. He thought well ahead for that one. For real.
Look, let me add that to my list. I got my notepad.
I live in Florida. I even got no rain boots.
Rain boots.
Bro, let me tell you.
Bro, I got 15 inches of snow outside, and I'm walking around in some Air Maxes, so I need some rain boots. But check it out, man. Let me close this thing out, fellas. I'm not going to take too much more of your time. It was an absolute honor. It was a lot of fun, man. Like I said, we cracked a lot of jokes. It was all love. But the reality is, Spotlight39, TruXposur, Big Hits Live, 2MGE, Championship 7v7, AR Shots, Be Marvelous. Who am I missing? Everybody under the sun, man. We are here for you. The student athletes, we want to give you the exposure that you deserve. So when you show up, make sure you show out. I'm Rob Odie. This was TruXposur Live on Spotlight39. I'm going to close it out like I do every single episode, and that's with the reason for everything that I do. Check out the website, spotlight39.com. Check out the nonprofit 39 Hearts. Fellas, I appreciate you. Till next time, let's go.